everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show, everybody. Well, got some good news in this Material Matters today. We'll talk about that in a minute. But how about we start with our Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. Let's see what we have for the collective today, shall we? Hope everybody had a great week last week. I know there are some issues out there. The UAW is striking now, officially. Which does spell some bad news, not just for the auto industry and all the affiliated industries thereof, and for consumers who may be trying to get car repairs. They may have more problems getting parts, etc. during this craziness. But all right, let's see what we have for the collective. Such a nice card. It's number 1. It is called You Are Magic. Sounds like a magician card to me. All right. You are magic. You are stardust in human form, and you can bring your dreams to life, from your ability to envision your future to your ability to bring it to fruition through intentional action. You can co-create the fabric of your reality by intermingling thought, will, desire, and doing. That's the important part. It's time to use your hands as a conduit for your energetic ideas and thought forms, and collaborate with the divine universe as you actively change the world around you. Create, make connections, write intentions, heal. Know that great strides and incredible progress are likely at this time, and that you already have everything you need to make this dream come alive. If you're feeling blocked, you may be scattering your resources instead of focusing on a specific goal. Make sure you aren't overshadowing your positive thinking with any underlying fears of failure or any unintentional thought patterns that are scrambling your vibe. Focus your thoughts and you are limitless. Do you feel the power running through your palms? How often are you bringing your most treasured desires to the front of your mind? And what actions are you taking to bring them to life? Are you leveraging your optimism, wisdom, and resourcefulness? Which of your talents is hiding underneath the surface, and why is it being underutilized? Good questions all. And I think one of the most important things here is to be confident, to trust in your abilities, to manifest what you desire, trust that you have what it takes, make sure you have what it takes, and more importantly, make sure you do something. Magic just doesn't happen without some effort. All right, that's what I have for the collective today. Good luck with that. Hey, why don't we see what's going on astrologically? Maybe there's some good news there. Okay, this reading is good from September 17th through September 23rd. The moon is traveling from Libra on the 17th to Capricorn Aquarius on the 23rd. The sun is entering Libra on September 23rd. So happy birthday to all our Libra friends out there. There are many. And also, this week is the UN International Day of Peace on September 21st. And finally, of course, since the sun is entering Libra on September 23rd, fall equinox is also September 23rd. Woohoo! A lot of us have been waiting for fall. Fall's a great time of year. I love the energy of the fall. I'm sure many of you do. And also, as I speak, this is the first, I don't know if it's the first full day, but it is definitely a day that Mercury has gone direct. Feel the better energy. I hope you are. So hopefully things will be taking a more positive turn. Who knows? Maybe this strike will end up being, short. Maybe they'll put an end to it sooner than later. Let's hope for the best, at least now that Mercury's direct, that negotiations maybe will start getting more earnest now. All right. Well, why don't we start with our air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. As you see, I'm doing a new setup here on my own today. All right, this reading is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for the week ahead. Let's hope you have a stellar week. Oh, my cards are really sticky. I don't know why. Interesting. All right. Maybe it's time to replace this deck. We'll see. Okay, air signs. Your focus for the week ahead. Yikes. Well, it could be worse. It could be upright. It's the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is reversed. Oh boy, air signs. What can I say? You may have been through the ringer in the last week, and it might be, a time that you are getting back up on your feet again after some setbacks, some major blows. Maybe, somebody got the edge on you competitive-wise. Maybe there's been some nasty office politics going on. And, when you think of the strike, there's going to be some, well, I would like to hope there might be some healing occurring, but, people are trying to get on their feet and do what they need to do, whether you're striking or whether you are, with management. Whoa, well, how best can you prepare for that focus, air signs? It's almost like the card that we had, the magic card. It's a Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is reversed. So, air signs, I think what you could do is make some important moves, make some decisions that need to be made. Don't hesitate. To get up on your feet again, you really have to have a plan. You need to move. You need to make a move. Don't just sit there and wallow, and it doesn't look like you are. So now is the time to make a major move, maybe forward, or make a major decision in your life. If what has been happening to you has been really awful, maybe this is indicating, like a change of jobs, a change of career. It could be a number of things, It could be maybe making a major move to seek some legal counsel if you've been treated unfairly, or, there's some serious issues going on in the workplace. Well, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? It's a Six of Wands reversed. The Six of Wands is reversed here, and it could be indicating to me that you might be better off playing a little bit low this week, flying under the radar, sort of, because others, and it's possible too that others are giving you the cold shoulder. Maybe whatever has happened here, has caused a major rift to occur, and you may feel like you're moving away from a situation that you weren't getting enough credit, or you weren't getting enough support for what you were doing, financial or otherwise. So, it's a possibility that you are moving on, you are flying under the radar, you really aren't caring what people think anymore. Maybe this is a time for you to start only worrying about what you feel and what you think about the work and the stuff that you have been doing financially. It's a tough week a little bit for you, air signs. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? You have Judgment reversed here now. So I sense that it's going to be a little bit hard moving forward. It's going to be a bit of a struggle to regenerate, recreate what you have been doing, trying to either get a restart or a refresh on something in your life that, majorly went down. I feel too that you shouldn't be too hard on yourself. Try not to be too hard on yourself, especially if others have been putting you through the ringer. It's time for you to cut yourself some slack, give yourself a break so you can heal and step up to the plate once more. Let's take a look at this again, shall we, air signs? So your focus for this week is getting back on your feet again after some major setbacks of some sort. How are you going to do it? But do it. However you do it, do it. Make some important moves. Make some important decisions. Don't let the fact that others either aren't treating you right or ignoring you or not compensating you properly stop you from doing what you need to do right now. And ultimately, don't let others' criticism get the better of you so that you are unable to take that fresh new start that you want to take. Also, don't be too hard on yourself during this time. It wasn't your fault. One thing you need to keep in mind here, it wasn't your fault. Or at the very least, it wasn't all your fault. Some things, it does take two to tango. And so, maybe you have some involvement here, but you can't shoulder all of that blame and criticism. That's what I have for you, air signs, for the week ahead. Hey, good luck with that. Alrighty then, my friends of fire signs, let's see what's going on with you in the week ahead. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading is for you. Let's hope that things are going to be better for you this week, fire signs. Shuffle one more time. Okay, perfect. Well, fire signs, your focus for the week ahead is the Six of Pentacles reversed. Hey, it's going to be one of those weeks. I was hoping that things would straighten out with Mercury going direct, but still in a shadow phase, So your focus for the week ahead, and it's interesting with the strike going on, we get this card, is there's some issues with give and take here. There's some issues with finding common ground. There's some issues with, everything being on equal terms, some equitability, some of the, that what you put out, you're getting back. This certainly does sound like labor issues, definitely, but, it could be management saying this too, is look we've only got so much we can give you at this time, without putting ourselves in jeopardy, depending on who you want to believe in this crisis. Now, think about this in your own world. What does this mean? Our investments, are you putting a lot out there, investing in something that is not paying off the way you thought it would? Are you working at a job where, again, it seems like you're working for unfair wages? Are things just not matching for you in school? You think you're doing a great job, but yet the grades are not reflecting that. Whatever the case may be, there's something amiss here. Wow, how best can you prepare for that focus? It's the devil. The devil is upright. Well, the best way you can prepare for this focus is to analyze yourself here. It's time for a little bit of self-analysis. Are you creating this problem in some way? Are you not being as productive as you should be? Are you not, are you feeling tied down or restricted by some situation or job that you feel you need to have, but is really not paying you what you're worth, or is not, worthy of the experience level that you have, but you need money right now. So anything, is good in that scenario. scenario, but what is restricting your progress? What is holding you back? What is keeping you in bondage? Is it a mindset feeling that you can't do better, that you can't achieve, this fair and equal situation? What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, it's the Four of Swords reversed. People seem very low energy this week, fire signs. It's almost as if, they don't have the energy, the drive, the motivation. Perhaps there's a lot of people calling in sick. There's a lot of people absent from work. Well, it sounds like the strike again, isn't it? So I am sure, all the signs are affected by that situation. But there's more to, material matters than just that one area. And so what is going on here with other people? You seem to not be able to get in contact with them because maybe they're off work. Maybe there's a lot of sick outs, and maybe too, there's just very low energy right now. Productivity is down, and you need to get to the roots of why, especially if you are, in a management position. You have to also figure out how to stimulate people and get them more interested. Maybe there's some lethargy here, as far as selling your products go to others, and you got to figure out how best you can handle that. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you, fire signs? It's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Boy, you in the air signs this week. Hubba. No. No. It seems as though that just fate is not on your side this week. There's a lack of luck. It just seems like the timing for things you're trying to do is off. It just doesn't seem like things are falling into place. This is a downward spin of the wheel. And I have to say, if there's any kind of, good news in all of this, is know that this will not last forever. This is just a momentary downturn. Things may be on the upswing once again. What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. All right, let's take a look at this again, fire signs. It looks as though, there's a lack of equitability right now in areas of your material world, whether it's with your financial end, whether it's your, too much money's going out and not coming in, or, you're just not getting enough people interested in buying your products. You're just not getting a fair shake on the job wage-wise or compensation-wise. Your investments may not be paying off as you thought. And the best way to prepare for this focus is look at what habits or things, mental blocks might be happening that are holding you back, blocking your progress, stalling your progress, keeping you in place. This seems like this could be a problem on your end, although I do see, some interaction with others here. You need to really toe the line financially right now and not take any unnecessary risks, in business, finance, or career, because things aren't evening up. And right now it seems as though people are not being very interested in what you're doing. They're lethargic. They don't seem to have the energy or the motivation, the will to move things for you right now. And maybe it's because they feel you are a part of the problem. So there could be some communication that needs to go on here as well. And ultimately, the timing is just not right for progress this week. It just seems as though you'll be lucky if it remains status quo and there are no losses, because it does seem like there's something's unequal and unbalanced in your material financial world. So good luck with that. Good luck with that. Fire signs. Goodness, losing track. But I do know it's time for water. It's time for the water signs here. My trusty Bly was holding it up for me. Whew, I needed that to get through these readings. Geez. Let's try to get Bly more in the picture there. She's been there. All right. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Oh, let's see if you can pull this week out, huh? Okay. Whew. Your focus for the week ahead, water signs, is the Empress upright. Here we go. That's what I like to see. Something positive, something growthful. It seems like productivity is where it should be. You seem very, very busy or active in wanting to get things done. You are also very, very creative this week, coming up with creative solutions to problems or creative new ideas to spur growth. This is a very positive card to start with. You're bursting with ideas this week. You definitely have not just the mindset, but you know how to get things done. You know how to manifest. You know how to grow things. You are the Empress. All right. How best can you prepare for that focus? I like this too. It's the Nine of Swords, but the Nine of Swords is reversed. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, by going fearlessly forward with these ideas and goals. Ideas are just ideas unless you're going to really do something about them. The Empress, of course, gives you that impetus for growth, that willingness to get your hands dirty, and grow something. And the Nine of Swords is just, reminding you, that some of the little voices in your head, they're just voices in your head. They have no bearing on reality. It's like there's nothing to fear but fear itself. You should be able to move forward now more confidently with whatever it is you want to set in motion. Will there be forward or back? I'm sorry. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? It's the Strength card. The Strength card is reversed. Not the end of the world here by any means. What it is saying, though, is that, in order to get others involved and interested, you may have to kind of push things a little bit. You may have to market this strongly, your ideas, to get people on board. You may have to do a real sell, to your investors, your advisors, the employees working for you, your clients and customers. Give them the hard sell this time, not the soft sell. I mean, be aggressive without being, violent about it. But, this calls for a little bit more aggressive pushing on your part to move things along. And ultimately, I got two cards stuck together here, I think. Nope, it's not. This feels that way. Humidity must be bad up here. Will be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week. I did have two cards. But this is the one we had, sadly. It's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is reversed. Well, there might be a couple steps back, maybe in your attempt to kind of try to get people on board. You might push too far. You might look a little bit cold and harsh in the way in your approach. So watch how you communicate with people. I think that's the key to your progress this week. It's not impossible to move forward, but you have to watch how you say things. You have to watch how you do things. And by all means, make sure you're very clear. Clarity is really important here for you to sell whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Woo! Wow. Let's take a look at this again, shall we? So it looks as though you start off great. You have all these ideas. You're ready to get to work on them. You're working hard. You want to move things forward. A lot of ideas in your head, and you know how to manifest and grow them. Your fears seem to be, you realize now that any fears that you've had about this are unfounded. You can move forward with more ease. It looks as though you may have to do a little bit of a sell job with others, but you really need to be careful how you do it, water signs, because if you make the wrong choices, the words that you choose, the actions that you take may be taken the wrong way by others, and that could possibly spell disaster for you. So I'm hoping you can pull it out this week, water signs. All in all, up to that point, it was not a bad reading. So good luck with that. Hey, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, the winner of the week is still wide open, Earth signs. I don't see it yet. Could it be you? Well, let's see. It's a repeat card, but it's reversed. Your focus for the week ahead is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is reversed. Well, that's not a bad card. You're raring to go this week, Earth signs. You're moving. You want things to happen. So, you feel revitalized. Your strength, your energy is returning. Maybe your confidence. You're raring to go. Just be sure, to not scatter that energy. Try to focus it on the things that are most important to you in your material world. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's the Seven of Pentacles, reversed. I think the best way to prepare for that focus is to decide. Decide if what you have been working on and focusing energy on in the past is really where you want to continue, or if you want to move on to something more. It is kind of decision time and back to work time. So in a sense, it really does fit well with this card. So it is saying, you're raring to go. You've got all this energy to burn. Are you going to get back to doing things the way you've been doing them because it seems to be working? Or if you notice some bumps in the road, and you're wondering now, should you move to something else? Decide and get moving. Because especially if you want to get back to what you were doing, don't miss out on opportunities for growth, keep the flow going. Well, what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? It's the Fool, reversed. So, I would just say this. Don't listen to any get-rich-quick schemes. Don't listen to anybody who wants you to cut corners. You have to make this decision, I think, you and you alone. Because, the others around you may want you to take a very big risk or gamble. And, it just may not pay off. I would be very wary of, things that are presented to you that seem dubious and have high price tags attached or big risks attached. Ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Well, if you avoid trouble with others this week, I see the sun here. The sun is here, and it is spelling success for you. Earth signs. It looks as though success is yours this week for the taking. And it's either going to come from something that you continue working on, continue progressing on, and working hard and putting in the extra effort needed to make it work, or shifting your focus to something better. But all of this is up to you. You've got the energy to burn. You've got the drive. You've got the motivation to make things happen. You just have to decide where to focus that energy, where it's going to work best for you, and make sure that, whether what you're working on is going to pay off, or if you need to move on to something else and do something differently, or work on a different project or goal, then do so. Don't listen to others get rich quick schemes or shortcuts, or maybe trying to coerce you to do what they think will advantage them. There's major risk here in your dealings with others this week. You're best to make your decisions on your own, and ultimately it will spell success. Woo! I think you win the week by a little bit, but I do think this week has its challenges for all of us, It's not going to be a very easy week. Well, with that being said, I want to remind everybody of our programming. Don't forget, on Sunday after my show, we go live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we answer any of your questions for 2 hours. Try to get there early. We really don't want to go into overtime, so make sure you're there early. And then on Monday, Stay tuned for another episode of Your Weird Week, where we will be discussing what happened last week and what looks like is going to happen in the week ahead. Some interesting things might come out about what happened this last week in this next Your Weird Week. Mondays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. at 8 a.m., Eastern Standard Time is Mr. Osgoth Tarot, where you can check in with your shadow side. And on Friday, join him at on Thursday, join us from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show where we will be focusing on your questions once more. And again, try to get there a little bit early because we want to have if the list gets full, we will not be able to add you later. And then on Friday is his Emotional Exchanges, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about love and relationships in your life. Then on Saturday, we have our happy hour. Happy hour will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join us where you can get a positive message from Spirit. We don't take questions that day, but we will give you a positive message, guaranteed, and a good time is had by all at our happy hour show. So thanks, everyone. Oh, and by the way, next Saturday is Libra's birthdays, the start of Libra season. So we'll be doing a monthly modality message that will come out when the sun enters Libra, and it'll be good for the entire month for all the modalities of the Zodiac. Join us for that special reading. That's it. That's all I have. Take care, everybody. Have a great week ahead. Face those challenges head on, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.